everyone and welcome to my channel. Today we are going to learn what is interference. Now, interference is when you block your opponent's piece from defending its piece and you simply win that piece. Here there are two moves. One is bishop b5 and rook to b5. Rook to b5 is not a good move because it's not necessary to take the rook, and we can simply play knight g3 and defend this bishop. So here the best move is bishop to b5 because we are attacking on his queen, and if he plays knight to g3 we can simply capture the queen, while rook to b5 doesn't attack anything. After queen into b5 we can simply capture the free piece and win the game. Moving on to the next position, here we have a position where we are two pieces down, but we have nice two pawns here. One is a passer, and this can even promote if there are not many defenders. Here, queen h1 is also a mate, but queen g1 is blocking it. So can you spot the move here? What is the interference move? Yes, it is rook to d4. After queen into d4, we can simply capture this, and after pawn into, we have rook to h1, checkmate. King can't move on f2 or e2 because of these nice pawns, and this rook controls this rank. So therefore he plays rook to e8 so that he can capture at the next move, because now rook h1 is not a mate. And after he captures, we can simply play queen to h1. Now after queen g1 we have rook to e1, deflecting the king, and we can capture the queen. Now knight f1 is also the only possible move because king can't move here or here, and this is blocked by the queens. So here queen into g2 is not a good move. Queen f2 is a mate into, because after king d1 you simply have queen into checkmate. Moving on to the next example, here we have queen, two rooks and bishop from both sides and 5 pawns. Here this rook is attacked by the queen, but this queen is also defending this rook. And here the move to remove this queen from defending the rook is bishop to b8, because if rook into b8 we simply have queen into b8, we are winning the rook and we exchange up, and if queen e2 also leads to the same thing, and he doesn't have any other option also, and therefore he's losing the game. Now let's play bishop to b8, queen into b8. We simply play queen into b8, rook into and rook into. And this is not a mate because rook to d8 or bishop to f8 is a good move. So here let's go to the next position. Here bishop rook, and we have bishop knight and two rooks and a queen from both sides. And white is a pawn up, as you can see. Here this pawn is extra. And here queen is trying to exchange our queen, but we won't exchange the queen. We will play bishop to d4 because it blocks the rook from defending the queen, and we can take the queen later. If we place queen into d8, we simply have bishop into e3. Check! King has to move and we capture the queen. So here he took rook into d4 and knight is defending the bishop, so we can even take that. So let's take this rook. Now after queen into d8, rook into c1 is also a good move. Rook into queen is not a good move because he can take this knight after rook into and bishop into d4. So that's why knight into e2 or rook into c1 is the best move. Here let's play knight into e2, and after king f2 we can take this rook, and after rook into will be an exchange up, so we are winning the game. Let's go to the next example. Here two bishops for bishop and knight, and this rook looks very active on this file, and we have 2 pawns less, but here we are attacking on the king and we can even checkmate the king here. So can you find the interference move? Yes, it is rook to e3. Queen can't capture because pawn is defending, and if pawn captures we have queen into f3 threatening queen g2 mate, and it is almost impossible to defend it There are ideas like queen d2, but our bishop and pawn are also very nicely placed so that he can't defend. And let's play rook e3. Queen into, okay, he doesn't want a checkmate, so we'll capture the queen and we are winning the game. Let's go to the next example here. Our knight is pinned by this queen, but we don't need to worry because there is no other piece attacking on it. So here we want to capture this knight. We can simply play e4 and we can next capture this knight. And if he moves knight back, this rook is also hanging. And first only we would not take king into rook because this queen is hanging. We will first capture queen into h4, check after king moves, then we can take it. Let's play e4. Okay, queen is moved. Like ideas like rook into f7 after queen into. Let's play queen into. So let's go to the last example of the day. Here we have bishop knight from both sides, rook rook, and this queen is defending this rook from a long diagonal, and it seems like this rook is going to fall soon because it's trapped. So can you spot the move? Yes, it is knight to c5, just blocking this diagonal, and after pawn takes we get this rook, and we are simply exchange up. And it doesn't matter even if he tries to promote this pawn, we have enough pieces, we can simply capture the queen. So with this, we learned what is the interference. And I hope you enjoyed this video. Stay tuned for more videos. Bye bye.